been pretty phenomenal watching Nina play both roles.
That is phenomenal, yes. You know, it's a really hard thing to do, too. You have to keep in mind this. Think of this, you know, we're a TV show, we shoot, you know, 8 days an episode, and just to shoot, you know, she has to go through wardrobe, and that takes, you know, she's Elena with blowed out straight hair, and an hour and a half of this makeup, and then she's got to go do makeup for 2 hours to do the hair, and this, yeah, it's a total, you know, 2-hour change. It's difficult, and then when you put them in the same scene together, like, there's your day, you know. So it's kind of hard. I mean, that's just the nightmare of production, and also, you know, I think Catherine is so delicious in a way in which, you know, let's tease her a little bit. I don't want to see her in every scene. I don't want to see her in every episode. I just think, you know, the mystique will go away. I want to sort of make her more of that special character. So when she shows up.
So against it, are their friendships going to be okay? Do you think? Do you think they can get back to that?
I know that the essence of Bonnie hasn't really changed. Her foundation is the same. She's just stronger. So I definitely feel that just as she would in the first season, that she would at least try. And I could say that without even having filmed like the episode. I know that she really believes in her friendships with them, and I know that she would try. And I think the reason that she might feel isolated is, you know, Bonnie hasn't really been filled in a lot when it happens. It's kind of more so after the fact, so it's a bit of like a shock to the system. And it's that, I think that has been triggering a lot. It's just really a shock to her system every time that it happens. You know, it's not a cruel treatment, it's just a confusion.
People get super aggro about that, about Bonnie being, you know, standing her ground, and I understand it, and I applaud people.
There's a history of witches and vampires, and they just don't get along because the vampires use them and abuse them, and for their own good, and the witches just don't like vampires. It's an instinctive thing that Bonnie doesn't even realize yet. She's just starting to feel it and know there's a resistance here. I shouldn't like these people, and I think it makes her a very complicated character. You know, to see her like when she actually comes around and makes decisions to help the vampires, it's all because of Elena and trying to do good. She wants her powers to be good, and vampires want the bad. They always want the bad.
And that's, you know, that's something that is getting explored in the next 2 episodes that we're going to see. The one that airs in 2 weeks, and then the one that airs on Halloween, is Bonnie sort of reaching out and saying, hey, wait a second, like, how did everything change around me, and I'm the odd man out? And, you know, and Bonnie fairly gets a little bit called out by Elena, who says, well, you kind of made it pretty clear where you stand on all this. And so it's about the girls recapturing their friendship and exploring, like, how can we agree to disagree, and then ultimately realizing for Bonnie how important it is for her to use her powers for good and to be a support system for her friends. And that's why I think the character is so great. And, like, yeah, so you ride the bumps of her, like, taking a stand, because she's, you know, she's coming from here.
Yeah, it's a very complicated journey. I think Bonnie's being very true to herself. Yeah. And I think that's what, you know, it's going to be fun to watch her go forward, because she does make some unpopular decisions, and then she makes some very popular ones. Yeah. And so it's going to be fun to watch.
She's flawed and real, that's why we like it.
And then she does some really cool stuff, too, in the next couple of episodes. And she's going to do what? And she kicks ass. She did some cool stuff in the next couple episodes. It's fun to watch.
I think we're going to go to some fan questions if you guys have them.
Julie is a witch.
Wrong letter.
Oh,
no, we do a lot. We do a lot of references. You know, we do like witch Wikipedia.
Google.
We bing on occasion. We do actually bing.
We bing it.
Okay, and then also, is Bonnie a witch or a Wiccan? There is a difference.
She's a Celtic Druids type stuff from the book and stuff like that. Right? She's Wonder Woman. Yeah. She's very witchy.
Witchy juju is the appropriate.
We're actually going with the idea that there's a little Celtic Druid, some of the background, because that's in that connecting book.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Turn.
First off, that was great.
First off, I just want to say I really love the show, and
My question is for Kevin. Do we ever see John Gilbert again? And do we ever see how he initially met Catherine before she chopped his fingers off?
I don't know. You know, it's funny. One of the reasons that we did not kill Uncle John's dad, John, is because I love David Andrews. I just adore this man, and I look forward to the moment that he does come back to our show. And so I would not rule that out at all. I can't say when or where or how. I don't want to kill her dad yet. You know, we haven't maximized the potential there. You know, we have to sort of think of it as story. And that's where I come from as a writer. I know that there's some great story there to still be to mine. And so yes, I do relish the day Uncle John, David Andrews comes back.
Great, thank you.
Over here.
Hi, my question is for Kevin and Julie. Oh, and before I make my question, I'd like to say, I think I speak for a lot of the other people that say, I started watching it because of Ian, and keep watching it though because it's a very, very entertaining show. Thank you for that. My question is, will we ever see Caroline and Ian have some kind of romantic relationship?
I think by the time the series is over, Damon will have had sex with every man, woman, and child.
You ready for that, Stephen?
I don't want to talk about it.
Mystic Falls?
Yes.
How's that for the show?
You know, it's funny, we shoot in Georgia, as you know, the show's set in Virginia, but shooting in Atlanta has been really amazing for the locations in the town of Covington, which is actually our Mystic Falls. They're pretty great, so take a visit, go to Scoop's Ice Cream Store.
But we are starting to be in New York.
Tone down the Founders Day episodes.
Tone down.
Every episode.
It's over.
No, I know it is now, but I mean, I feel like there was a lot of Founders-related events going on for a while, and it kind of was getting a little, like it was dragging on, so